coquettes. Today we're going to be making a Thai green curry. Okay, so what you're going to need is 220 grams of green beans, a pack of cooked and peeled king prawns, about 30 grams of coriander, some fresh ginger, Thai green curry paste, 1 lime zested and juiced, 2 cloves of garlic, some muscovado sugar. This is a light muscovado sugar and it's soft, so it's easy to cook with. 400 mils of coconut milk and 2 lots of 70 grams of rice. This is because I'm doing it for 2 people. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've put my my steamer on and my water for the rice on. So I'm just going to put this back in the fridge because I don't like my prawns out for as long as we have to. Green beans are fine, so that they can be all right out. Okay, so what I'm going to do first of all is I've got some white wine vinegar. I've put a little bit of salt into here. Now this is the way the Thai people do it apparently, so this is how we're doing it. Okay, so I'm popping that in. That's the rice. And then I'm going to pop a little bit of white wine vinegar in it. This flavours your water, but it also makes your rice nice and sticky. So there you go, sticky rice. Okay, so I'm going to make the base for our curry. So I'm going to bring that over to here. I'm going to put some of this in, some of the coriander. Oh my goodness. Okay, don't worry, we'll give it a bit of a whiz and it will go down a little bit, so we won't worry about that too much. We'll leave that there. Okay, this is what happens when you cook, you see. It's not always what you want it to do. I think we need a bigger chopper, Gary. Do you agree? Okay, so pop it on. Okay, so it's gone down a little bit, so what we can do is we can put this in, our garlic in. Put in our lime zest and our ginger. Now, don't worry if you can't get all of this in, the coriander. You can use it as decoration as well, it's fine. Or you can even chop it up a little bit more and put it into the rice. Either one. It depends how much you like coriander as well, really. I've got these as well. These are Thai prawn crackers. They're a bit more spicier, or you can have the normal prawn crackers. Okay, sometimes it does like to get stuck, so just push it down a little bit more. Okay, so there we go. Take this off. I'm going to put that over here. And then I never said that I wasn't a messy cook. I never said that. Okay, right. We're going to put our green beans in now. These will go on for at least about as much as the rice, maybe a little bit longer. Depends how you like it. Okay, so we've got our green beans on the go, we've got our rice on the go, and we're going to start our curry on the go. Now what I've done is, just while we're on a little bit of a break, I put a tiny bit of the coconut milk into here, and the last little bits of coriander that I had, I've whizzed in. And if you just have a look, it gives us that kind of greeny colour. That will give us a nice colour for the curry as well. So, right, I'm going to spray in some olive oil. Spray, spray, spray. Don't know why I've got this really. I'm meant to be on this thing that you can use sprays, but I'm not really a spray person. Okay, so a bit of seasoning, a bit of salt. A bit of pepper, because you want a bit of pepper in there as well. And then we're just going to fry this off. Because this has got your onions and your garlic in and everything, so you don't really want that raw going into your curry. You want to bring it out, a little bit of the flavour out as well. You can also add, if you want to, you can add a little bit of 5 spice to it if you really want to give it a bit of flavour. It's up to you. But someone said it works. on a cooking programme, so why not and give it a try, eh? Okay, so we're going to release all these lovely flavours that we've got. I've got a non-stick wok here. This gives us so that it doesn't stick or anything like that. It's quite nice. Okay, now here's the fact. Anything with Thai, you need sweet, salty and sour. You need. That's their main basis for making things. So as long as you've got all them basics in there, that's all right. It's looking good, isn't it? I know normally I leave it over here, but today we've got quite a lot of steam coming off it, so I'm just going to put it over here while it's doing this. Okay, I'm just going to take that off and just try your rice, make sure your rice is all okay. Now, what I do to what you do to taste rice is probably completely different. So, if you're not too sure, just try it with a spoon. Okay, so I'm going to empty this. Don't worry if your rice is already done before anything else, that's absolutely fine, because you want it to go all nice and sticky anyway, so. Okay, so we'll leave that over there for the moment. That will go nice and sticky, and then in a minute we can put it in this bowl. Okay, so now that's gone, we're going to add this mix in of the coconut mix. Just going to give it a bit of a wipe around. See how green that is? Now, if you don't want to use the coriander to make it a bit greener, if there's any spare green beans, or you feel like there's going to be spare green beans, take a couple out and mix it in with it as well, and that will just do exactly the same thing. It will give you that little bit of green, which I quite like to have in it. If it's a green curry, the reason why a Thai green curry is green is because of the amount of chilies they put in. I'm not a very chilly person. It will end up blowing my head off. So, hence why I do it this way. Easy. And if you've got kids, it's better than blowing their heads off as well. Okay, so I'm going to mix this all in. Okay, and my lime juice went into here as well, into the coconut mix. So it should all be in here now. I'm going to start adding the basis. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so our rice is done. I've taken our green beans out. Now we're going to really start to do the curry. Okay, so you want to pour all of the mixture in of the coconut milk. Pretty good mix to start with, so that you're combining it. I'm just going to move over here. It's a bit hot there. Today's a very hot day. It's been almost 22 degrees today. So you can imagine what it's like in my tiny little kitchen. It's very hot. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit in. Now, I'm going to put a tiny bit in, and then I'm going to give it a try afterwards, because I don't want to blow my head off completely. And it's really funny because when it's hot, when it's cold, it doesn't taste as hot as you think it's going to be. When it starts getting warmer, that's when you can feel it a little bit. So I'm going to pop that on there. And it's okay if you use like it for both, you know, that's fine. So put your sugar in. Put that in there. That's very tasty. Do you see what I mean about the green now? It is coming up very greeny, which is nicer. It doesn't look so, sometimes it can look a bit brown, which you don't, it's nice, it is nice, but it doesn't look like a traditional Thai curry. It just looks brown. which isn't very inviting, to be honest. Okay, I have taken my prawns out now. Don't worry, because it's going to be pretty quick. So my rice, I'm just going to put on for an extra couple of minutes to heat up again. And then I'm going to try this as well. Okay. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt. I think it needs a tiny bit more heat in it. So, not too much more though, because I'm going to blow my head off, which won't be good. A tiny bit more sugar. I mean, it is a very taste and try and pop back in, taste, try, pop back in again. Whatever you think's a balance that's missing, then that's what you need. So if you think it's a little bit too salty, add a little bit more sugar. If you think it's too sour, then add a little bit more sugar in. If you think it needs more salt or more seasoning, add it in. Just take your time with it, you know. You want it to be nice. It's your dinner, isn't it? You know, so why rush it and make it worse? Okay, so I'll do that. Okay, that's very nice. Tiny bit more in. Now I know I said, oh, I might blow my head off, but I do want it to taste of something. I don't want it to taste of nothing. Okay, so that's lovely and boiling now. I've put my rice into my bowls. Like I said, the rice took around 12 minutes. I took it off and then I've let it settle. Put it in the microwave just for a tiny bit, about 2 minutes, just to bring it back up to heat again. So, put all your lovely green beans in. You might not need all the green beans. I've halved the green beans, so they're a bit more halved. And then we're going to pop our prawns in. Oh, lovely. Okay, so there we go. I might put a couple more green beans in actually, just to fill it out a bit more. Okay, so turn this off. There is your green Thai curry. Okay, with prawns in it. Well, thank you very much for watching my croquettes. As much as always, I love showing you my recipes. Please like the like button and please follow the page if you're on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, please press the subscribe and please press the like button. Thank you very much. Bye, croquettes.